Good morning. It's actually 7:30, but PM. I am okay. Hi. Hello. It's Friday. No, it's Thursday. I didn't work today. And to recap last week, I'm so sorry. I'm still brain is still fried from not having AC all last week, and I'm just tired in general. But if you managed to watch the whole vlog last week, you saw that I started working on a commission piece. And by started, I mean I traced out the pattern. We are at the part where I have asked my mutual Eerie Knots to see to make sure I got the measurements correct and all that. But I'm also at the part where I actually don't need to have her waist to knee measurement. So I can actually go ahead and get started. I don't know why I think it was because I did too much thinking the other day. But this is Mr. Apollo. Hello, sir. Always in the way. Always likes to be involved. So we're going to get that started right now. That way I can clean up this mess I've got. I've got such a big mess in this room. I want to reorganize my room again. I want to get rid of a lot of the fabric I have. I want to just keep on creating, because this is a channel that I vlog my usually crochet, but getting back into sewing stuff. So this is a commission piece. That's what we were all working on right now. This is a super easy piece. If you didn't see last week's video, do I even have the pattern in here? Hello, Mrs. Pattern. So I am making the highlighted skirt for my friend Eerie Knots, and we are doing an art trade. I did the unboxing of all the art she sent me last week, but here's a sneak peek of that. Very cool. Cutting fabric is what I'm doing right now. Yes. All right, just finished cutting out oh god, you're hard to hold. The fusible interfacing and then the strap, the band. So now I'm just gonna start putting the panels together, and then after the panels, then I'll put the zipper in there somewhere, because it's just two panels. So one side gets the zipper and one side gets the pocket. And I don't know if she wants the pocket still. I need to check Instagram. I may have turned notifications off because my phone has become overbearing lately. And I have a little tiny friend over here. Oh, the one that's just got scared from his own shadow. Anytime my phone rings, there's a consecutive dun dun. When it rings like that, he starts barking because he thinks it's the ring notification, and it's not most of the time. So yeah, I think that's why I turned off my notifications. So I'm gonna double check to make sure she hasn't responded, because it may have just been a me thing where I turned it off and just forgot to turn it back on. Yeah, so back to the sewing table right there. Normally when a pattern calls for fusible interfacing, I just kind of use the fabric from the same fabric I'm cutting out of. I just cut two of the fabric and then use one of those as fusible interfacing. But I think that this would be the right thing to do, because I feel like she gave me so much stuff, and I just don't feel like what I'm doing is enough for her. So I have a couple bracelets. Maybe I can give her some candy bracelets, put that in there. And then I don't know. I don't feel like she's the type of person that wears things around her wrists that often. So I don't know if she and at the end of the day, it's amigurumi. So I don't know. She knows how to crochet. So, but yeah, I need to check my Instagram. As I'm slowly working through getting these seams pinned down, I just want to announce that Hobie has their Halloween yarns, and they did not bring back my favorite color of the dahlia, which is this gray into purple to black. I have it over here. Let me grab it real quick. This is my to repair list because one of the bells fell off, but this is the dahlia yarn from last year. They didn't bring it back! And I'm so mad because I wanted to buy 3 skeins of this so I could put it in my shop. I wasn't going to do the bells, because I think I got these bells from Joanne, and I'm never going to get that yarn ever, or the bells ever again. But yeah, they didn't bring that one back. They did bring up a bunch of other colorways, but it looked like they computerized the colors. I don't know if they use an actual color. I don't know. So I'll have to think about what I want to purchase for that. The Universe yarn, I don't have a copy of that. I do have a scrunchie from one of the Universe yarns. They brought back Universe XL, but they didn't bring back the regular Universe, which also is pretty upsetting. The 2 yarns I've been waiting for this whole entire year, they did not bring back. So that's a bit of a bummer. But I think I still want to order some of the Dahlia yarn because I think that's such a gorgeous, gorgeous little color change thing. It's $21 per skein, or cake rather, which is expensive, but I can use the rest of the cake for something else, I think, because I didn't use a whole cake on those. And I just really want to get some more virus shawls out there because they're so pretty. I love the Sis Love shawl, and I've been waiting all year to make it again. And I'm very disappointed. It's still in their promo photos, so I don't know if they'll ever bring it back or not. But heads up, Hobie has their Halloween yarns. The other day I mentioned that I was going to show you guys how I do my seams. And I think I've shown y'all before, but as a reminder of how I do my seams. So what I do is I put the fabrics together, right sides together. And then after I've sewn down that normal seam, I don't like pink the seams. I don't even have a pinking shear. Let's be honest. I don't have all the right tools that you need to be a proper sewist. I just kind of do my own thing and it kind of works out. So I fold the seams over like this so that I can kind of like jeans, I guess. I don't know. That's just the way I've always done my seams since I've learned how to do it. I know it wastes more thread, but I just really like the way it looks this way. And then on the outside, normally I have like, it's usually an opposing color. Also, I don't know how I feel about these not matching. I don't think I could have properly matched them together, to be honest, because just the way that the fabric is. But like, so you see the black on top of the lime green. That's kind of the way I do most of my seams. I like to do it like opposing colors. So I have this lime green right here, and this is going to get black on it because I want to put a little bit of my own special touch to it, and I hope she's okay with it. It's one of those like I want to make sure she's okay with it because I don't want her to receive something that she doesn't like at all and all that jazz. But yeah, so we got the panels all sewn together. Now I can add the one layer of the band, I believe. This is what it looks like so far because I haven't gathered the waist yet. So yeah, we're going to do that. I did not get an Insta message. I don't know. By the way, there's this app called Telegram, and it's basically AIM. I've seen people talk about it on Reddit all the time, and I think it might be one of those that are trying to replace Facebook Messenger, which is honestly a good idea at this point because there's just so much AI on Facebook, and like I try to get myself away from Facebook as much as I can. It's just that it's been there forever. I've had my Facebook since 2008, so it's one of those that's really hard for me to part with. I still have it up and I check it very, very, very occasionally. I'm probably going to be checking it more frequently because of HHN and I need updates. Speaking of, my husband bought our frequent fear pass tickets today. The stipulation was because he does have money in his bank account from liquidating some of his, I don't know, money economy things. I don't plan on retiring, so I don't have one of those accounts. But anyways, he liquidated some of it to help pay for the AC, and the AC ended up being cheaper than what was quoted, so we have a little bit of extra wiggle room there. The stipulation is I will be purchasing the tickets for Medieval Times for the both of us because that's going to be about 120 something, and then I will be either purchasing the second half of the hotel because we are going opening night for HHN. That's another, okay, so I've been talking a lot about moving out of the state. It's probably not going to be for another 5 years, but it is something that's like really, really developing in both of our brains that we need to get out of the state. I love Florida. I've been in Florida for the majority of my 33 years of life. I've had 3 generations of my family, not including my generation here. There's probably another generation of my family in this state. I just don't talk to my cousins because my family's all kind of, it's so dysfunctional. I don't even want to talk about how dysfunctional my family is, but at least 4 generations of my family have lived here, and it's just really sad to see what's going on with the state right now. And trying not to get too political here, but you guys know about the basically concentration camp down in the Miami area. It's disgusting. I don't like that my sales taxes are going down there, my property taxes. I don't like that any of my money is going to that. I know it's embezzlement as well, so I don't want any of that, but that's getting off topic. We are here for sewing and crochet. So, yeah, I think I'm going to attach the waistband, and then I will be attaching the zipper, and then I will be waiting for measurements or for the okay with the pocket. I haven't gotten around to the pocket yet because I want to make sure she's okay with the lime green. I think the lime green would be the best color to put in there, but I want to make sure she's okay with lime green on the inside because she does have a lime green zipper going for it. So I think it really does make sense. And then for the hem, honestly, it won't be too hard for me to just take out the hem and put it back together if she doesn't like, or if she comes back to me. And then, yeah, I also am still waiting on if she wants me to make the top for her. She does not have to pay for the materials. I need to let her know that she does not because I want to make it for her. I don't know if she wants me, if I were to make it, I don't know if she'd want me to make it match this skirt. Because if not, I have plenty of fabric I could choose from in here. So that's another thing. And then, oh my God, I bought yellow fabric and I probably didn't need to. Go me. Wonderful. I'm so great at this. I have candy corn fabric I could probably make something out of for her. I don't think she's quite the candy corn type, but I have a ton of that fabric. I also have Pikachu fabric, which I also don't think she's into Pokemon as much as I am, but I think that would be a really cute little thing too. I have like 4 yards of that Pikachu fabric left, maybe. I don't know how much of that I bought, but I think that's something I should make stuff out of because I have way too much of it. So, yeah, let me stop rambling and then keep on working on this. Excuse me. I am listening to melodic death metal and I was missing this in my life. And so whenever I find like really good playlists, I think that's what really starts me getting into sewing because sewing like itself, the ASMR of sewing gets on my nerves. And so like I don't like listening to anything in the background that's like boring. And right now I can't find anything that's like super entertaining to me to have on in the background speaking wise. So when I find a really exciting heart pumping like music genre like this, it really helps me get some of my tasks done. So right now I am working on The Gathering, on putting it up against the band. This fabric I think is like 80% polyester, 20% cotton. I don't remember the exact ratio, but I know it's mostly polyester. So it's really holding The Gathering really well. So I do understand the appeal of working with polyester. Personally, I live in Florida. It's too hot for me to wear polyester. Like I made recently a polyester skirt and oh, it's just too dang hot. Maybe in a club or something, but that's about it. And I want to get serious about going to these local music shows. That would be so much fun. Like, I don't know. I dress up so much to go out and do things, but like, I'm also dying because it's really hot out. So, and plus, like, I want to get back. I want to get into the music scene. Like, that would be super neat to meet more people who are into music around me and also fashion. That'd be so cool. I'm going to go back to listening to my melodic death metal. I need to take a break. Gathering stitches or gathering hems really stress me out. And I'm really hungry. And I just found a song that I really, really like. I can't remember what the name of it is, but I think I know what song I want to put for my berets. So now I want to go take photos of my berets real quick. But like first, I also need to eat because I'm hungry. And I finally have cream cheese, so I can make my mac and cheese again. My last box of mac and cheese. So I need to take a break from sewing. I thought I could knock it out in one day, but I think my brain is like, you need to take a break, which is good because my back hurts. I'm old. Also, warning, I did change my thumbnail. The one and like maybe out of 3 times that I changed my thumbnail. And it's because YouTube auto did my thumbnail. They do it all the time because like I'm just too lazy to make a thumbnail. And at the end of the day, I'm not trying to make like something super flashy, you know? So it was like, okay, so I titled the video something about like my AC being out the whole week. And then it had me with like the frustrated face, which I have done pretty often. And like I did a lot of last week because it was really stinking hot in this house. And I guess YouTube's little filter caught it. I don't like that it was clickbaity, so I changed it to me just smiling at my clam chowder cup because I hate clickbaity things like that. I don't want to be one of those channels. That just gave me the ick. So, fair warning, if you're somebody who counts, I did change it from the original thumbnail to another one that was preset in there. But anyways, I don't know if I showed you guys my setup. This is my setup for taking photos. So, like I said, I'm going to put the stripes into the shop. But I think this is going to be at Ko-fi only for the stripes because I feel like these are all B grades until the next drop. And then I have one of these guys. I got to bring the mushroom guys and the twin for this one out. So yeah, I got to take photos of those. But like I said, I'm hungry. I want to listen to music. I kind of want to watch TikTok. I don't know. Hello. Good morning. I am about to go to work, but I'm waiting for Apollo to come back inside because he's like, mom's leaving, dad's leaving. I have to go outside. I have to potty. He just ran inside, I think. No, it's Tika scratching. No, he just ran inside. Anyways, I wanted to announce that I have officially uploaded all the berets that I'm willing to sell right now onto my Etsy. So you guys can be on the lookout for that. By the time you see this video, if you're watching this video, it's probably been out for a week. But it's fine. I did upload it last night. I am needing to make a post about it and like how to wear it, I guess. I don't know. I haven't made like an official announcement post on my TikTok or Instagram. So you'll probably see that before this too. So anyways, I gotta go to work. Apollo just hid underneath a little futon thing, so I gotta get him out of there. And yeah, I just wanted to announce that real quick. I'm so proud of myself. I did it. It's 5 different listings, but like there's variations within the listings. So, all right, gotta go to work. Bye. Hi, good morning. It's like 7 something in the morning. Apollo woke me up and now I can't fall back asleep because I got a message from Eerie Knots last night that she does not want me to make the top for her. So plan B was to make another skirt. So I'm going to make her another skirt out of one of the many fabrics I have in my stash. Did you hear my legs just crack? Those are my ankles. So I don't know what fabric I want to use. I have this candy corn fabric. Hold on. Let me like get you guys in a better situation. All right. Hopefully you can hear me. But I have this candy corn fabric and it's like a good Halloween fabric. I don't think this is very much her. She's not really the cutesy type. She does do cutesy things, but I don't think she's as into cutesy fabric as I am. So like I have this Pikachu fabric too. I think this is way too cutesy for her. I don't know if she's into Pokemon at all, to be honest. And I don't want to ask because I just want to make it for her and surprise her. I do have another fabric. I have this ghost fabric, but I think there's only 3 yards there. And then I have like some other fabrics maybe up here. Ooh, this space fabric. I might be able to use the space fabric. Ooh, because I've used that fabric before and I don't think I want to use it again. Oh, it's Tika. Good morning, Tika. She said, no, get me out of the spotlight. Yeah, so if I have enough of that fabric, then I will be using that. If not, I'm running to plan C. Perfect. I have enough of this fabric. I think when I purchased it, I bought it in 5 yards and it would match my apron. I need to repair that. I need to repair the pockets on. I just haven't gone around to it because I'm just lazy. But this is going to be perfect. The amount is perfect. I think what I want to do, I'm going to use this as the base, like as the skirt portion. And then I have probably black fabric somewhere in the stash that I could use as the waistband. If I don't have enough black fabric for the waistband, oh well, it's fine. I should have enough black fabric to do the pocket. Speaking of pocket, she did say that she wanted it in lime green, so I need to cut that out right now. And then, yeah, sorry, I'm sleepy. Mr. Apollo, Mr. Guilty Face over there is lurking in the door because he woke me up and now I can't go back to sleep because all I can think about is getting this project done. So All right. It's 7:30. I'm hoping that I'll be able to take a nap in like 2 hours. I don't know. I have to be up at 12:30. So thank you, sir. Thank you, Mr. Apollo. Okay. This is how it is so far. So we've got the zipper in, and the zipper blends in pretty well. I'm like kind of surprised that it does. This is probably one of the best zippers I've ever done. I'm not gonna lie, even like down here at the base, let me show you guys. Down here at the very bottom, very clean. I'm so proud of myself. And then even the top, like there's a little bit of a difference here, but it's not the biggest difference. And I hope it doesn't bother her too much that it's a little bit shorter. It shouldn't, I hope not, at least. I'm not that talented. But all I have left now is to do the hem and then add the pocket over on, where is it? This side. So it's supposed to sit like this. Wow, this is turning out so much better than I thought. Okay, so I am now going to go take a break. Oh, by the way, I did leave all the hems or like the extra fabric on the inside just in case she wants to like in the future redo it or something, like take it out and then realign it or something, you know? So the hem is where she's most likely going to take it in or take it out. But up here, I did, it's very thick in here. So it should help it stay up a little bit. And then on top of that, just in case she wants to readjust it in the future, she can. So, all right. By the way, this fabric that I was using over here, or I was thinking about using over here, this one for the second skirt that I'm going to make for her, because I think she deserves another clothing item because everything she sent me was way more than I was expecting. She's like, so this whole entire ordeal started off with her just going to send me everything and have me make it. And I looked at the skirt, I'm like, there's no way that I'm going to make you pay for this because one, this would be my second commission, but this is my first time actually taking measurements for a commission and all that. But I don't feel comfortable just sending her that skirt back. That's not right. She sent me so much stuff and I just want to pay her back for everything that she put in here. Like I said, this fabric, right? I'm pretty sure, if I'm remembering correctly, because I have the worst memory in the world, that she has the same fabric in here. It is the exact same fabric. So that being said, I think it'd be a really sweet deal to be sending her a skirt with this fabric on the inside, or this fabric in general. So we're going to work on that. I keep on getting the zipper stuck. So I haven't used this one yet. I think this is going to be an in-house thing. Or if not, I'm just going to be one of those, like, maybe I just got to be a little bit rough with it. I'm scared of being rough with zippers because I've broken so many zippers in my life, but okay, I just gotta be rough with it. I haven't put it in, like, it'd be a cute little makeup bag, I think. I need to figure what I want to do with it. Maybe I could put earrings in here. That'd be super cute for like travel earring stuff, travel stuff. Like, it's so cute. Okay. All right. I'm gonna go sleep. I'm going to cut out the fabric later. I felt so bad for not doing any work on this yesterday. And I also feel bad for getting this started 2 days after she sent me all the stuff. If I'm so mad that the mail came in. I'm not mad. I'm just like kind of disappointed that the mail came in while I had no AC in the house, because had it come in the day, like when I had AC, I would have like taken the day to like look through the whole entire box and work like brain work into it and like get my mindset into like, that's what you're doing tomorrow, that's what you got to do. But the AC was out, so I couldn't, like, I didn't want to bring my stuff over to my mother-in-law's house because my sister-in-law is also extremely crafty and I don't want to like encroach on her craft area. She's also a crocheter too, so like we at least share that in common. But it's just so hard to bring sewing along. That's one of the reasons why I enjoy crocheting so much, is because you can bring crochet along anywhere, and sewing not so much unless you're a hand sewist, and I am not that. I can only do it for a very limited time. So anyways, I need to go take a nap and get ready to get my brain into work mode, because I know I'm not going to be able to finish that hem tonight, but I'm so stinking. I didn't think that this is going to turn out as cute as it is, honestly. I don't know. I have a lot of self-doubt. That's my issue. She has such a good eye for fashion. Like, that's gonna be so cute. I wonder how she's gonna work it. I bet you she's gonna wear like a little bralette or something. I love her style. Okay, good. I don't. Oh, by the way, don't tell her that I'm making it this for you. I don't think she watches this because I yap a lot, but don't tell her I'm making this for her because it's a big old surprise. She might receive it before. I hope I finish this. Like, it's gonna be super fast. I got this. Good morning. It's actually morning. So I am in the middle. Well, I am not in the middle of anything. I literally just woke up. We're gonna come back to the skirt. This week has been a long week for work for me, which is good because like I really need the money, and it's gonna help fund my follow outfit, and it's gonna help fund my sewing because that's all I was thinking about at work the whole entire time. I did, however, write down the pattern for the beret. I mean, I had it written down before, but then at work it was so slow, and I don't know how I ended up getting overtime this week, but it was so slow that I was able to write down the stitch counts and everything, and that's pretty great. But the beret pattern should be coming out soon. I plan on trying to print it out. I want to finish the zine, and I'm hoping my brain will work for me that I can get it printed out and sent to Eerie Knots. I plan on giving her the pattern anyways, but I'm hoping I can print it out and give her at least the beret zine, and then send her the cobweb or the spiderweb later. Which honestly, that's I'll I have to think about it. I have so many plans on what I want to send her because I for sure, of course, obviously, I'm sending her the skirt. I'm sending her back her fabric pattern, her skirt pattern, because I've already copied it. I don't need a copy anymore. And I'm planning on making it the skirt, which I gotta throw in the wash. So I already showed you guys yesterday, but as a reminder, if I can find the fabric, found it. It was on top of my sewing couch. It's not a couch, it's like literally the little doggy bed that I use to sit down when I'm cutting my fabric. As a reminder, this is the fabric we're going to use to make the other skirt. I think I know, yeah, I definitely have enough black fabric to make the little waistband. So we're good to go there. Let me double check to make sure I have a zipper. I'm going to use a 9-inch zipper because that's what Yuri Not sent me for her original. Ta-da! We got one. Okay, so that's good. I do need to make an order on Wawak because I'm realizing that I don't have a yellow zipper for my Fallout cosplay costume outfit, whatever. I was gonna go into that. I got my fabric in, and I want to show you guys. Give me like 3 seconds, whatever. I'll be right back. Alright, we got a package right here, and this package has a bunch of yarn and, well, maybe not. Yeah, it has the fabrics that we need for my Fallout outfit. So we're gonna open it real quick, and I'll give you as a reminder what I bought because it's been at least a week since I ordered it. I just haven't opened it because I'm like in the middle of another sewing project, but because I have to wash that fabric, because I don't think I've ever washed that fabric, I'm going to just open this now and wash this fabric along with, so I can knock this out as soon as possible because I'm almost done with her original skirt. From the things I've ordered, oh, this is not the right color. I knew I should have went with the ocean, but here is the fabric. We got yellow fabric. This one's fine. This one, not as fine. I mean, I can double check. I can look at it again. I'm not too thrilled with this blue, but like at the end of the day, what other choice do I have? I have to order online. I can't look at the fabric before I order it. So, if anything, I may or may not run out to Michael's and grab some Ritz and like dye this. I'm gonna double check some more like photos. I knew I should have went a little bit darker. I should have went with the ocean, but I was like, no, this would be fine. And I don't think it is. I think it's a little bit too bright. But I'm going to cross-reference some photos again. And if it's still too bad, then I will run out to Michael's and spend money. I already knew that this was going to be an expensive cosplay or costume outfit. It is what it is. Honestly, what can I do? Like, whatever. All right, so these are the fabrics. They need to go in the wash. And then I also ordered yarn. And I'm sure if you've watched this, like my vlog, I think last week, you already know what yarns I ordered. But as a reminder, I guess, I got 2 DIY glows because this is the time of the year that I really, really like working with it. And then we have one of these guys. This is Orchid in Loops and Thread. So I can continue making more of the heart spiderweb berets. And yeah, I'm not as in the crochet mood right now. I started working on a bandana. I can go show you guys that real quick or after I throw these in the wash, so I can like keep you guys updated on what I've been working on that's not sewing, because I'm not always in my sewing room. I love being near my PC with my husband. Like, we have our PC set up in the front room, and like it's our way of relaxing. Like, honestly, the beret moment I think may be over for a little bit. It's not that I'm tired of them. It's just that I'm playing more games that take more of my focus. So I'm back into bandanas for a little bit, and I'll probably get tired of bandanas because it does take a lot of, like, I just don't feel like I'm a bandana. I am a bandana maker, obviously, but like I feel like they're a little bit boring to me. I may or may not start doing more designs. I don't know. It depends. I know every time I get back into bandana making, I start making different kinds of designs. Yeah, I'm probably not going to be into the beret, like finishing a lot of berets in a row mood for a while. So this will be perfect for whenever I get back into beret season during, like, I don't know, Christmas maybe. So, because like I kind of lean more towards my Halloween, uh, dark goth love stuff, love core kind of stuff. Post Halloween, it goes from Halloween mode to Halloween mode. That's just the way my brain works. So this is for that. We're gonna toss that over there into the box of yarns. We're gonna go get the blah 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 blah. Okay, so I looked at it a little bit more. So it looks like the blue that I purchased matches the Vault Boy, the little bobblehead guy. So that being said, like, my idea behind my vault suit, well, the bathing suit at least, is to be like, back in the 40s, 50s, you may or may not know, back in the 40s or 50s, like vintage Florida, I almost said Halloween, vintage Florida ads were a lot of, like, not just pinup models, but a lot of people just advertising the beach because that's what Florida had to offer until Disney came around in the 1970s. We had like Box Tower Garden, but like that wasn't a huge draw to Florida back then. We had oranges, we had the beach, um, cows, but that's like not really a touristy thing. Uh, but like, yeah, the beach was very, very heavily advertised back then. And my thought process is to make my vault outfit to be very reminiscent of like advertising a Florida vault. That's the idea behind it. And I'm pretty sure it's not going to come across like that way. But for some people who are like a nerd about vintage Florida tourism and Fallout, they'll get it, I think. I really think that they will. Most people will be like, oh, that blue's not quite right. I don't care. At this point, I don't want to go out and buy more. And I don't know much about using dyes. I'm scared I'm going to go too dark with it. So, whatever. It is what it is. I'm just going to go with what I have, go with the flow. It is what it is. By the way, I did think about, because I wrote this down at work too. I'll go back in there. But I thought about making bias tape for like my outfit because I have a couple, like, okay, so I want to make my favorite shorts, of course. And on the shorts on the bottom for the hem, I want to make, like, I want it to have bias tape around it because I want to like kind of really indicate that it's that yellow and blue mix. So I have this yellow bias tape. Oh no. Okay, well, never mind. This is a 0.875 inches wide. Oh, I could use this for the back of the. Okay, so I plan on making like the Vault Tech insignia as well. So I'm putting that on the back of the bolero. I know for sure I had to do some cutting with like the what's it called? With like the circle. So I've drawn it out at work because I get really bored at work and I just want to make sure that I'm doing everything. I mean, okay, so I've mentioned this before. I work hard enough so that people can't fire me. I mean, I'm sure there's other reasons why they can fire me, but I work hard enough where like I'm always on my feet. Like I almost never sit down, even though we've been given the opportunity to sit down whenever. I'm always on my feet and I'm always like organizing things. So like I know that I'm not going to get in trouble whenever I take like a 2-second break to draw out some idea. I've let my leadership know that I have ADHD and I will do my best to stay on task. And literally just stay on task is, organizing the store, fluffing out the shirts if I'm not on stock, fluffing out the shirts or whatever, organizing the store, making everything look full, helping with the stock whenever I'm not on stock, just not sitting down and doing nothing. I'm never like just twiddling my thumbs. And so like I said, they know that I have ADHD and whenever I don't have a task to do, which almost is rare, especially when I'm there late at night, um, I'm drawing some ideas or I'm writing down some ideas I have for costumes. And that's one of the reasons why I am in sewing mode is because they finally took me off of downstairs because they're like, we need to give her a break. So, yeah, I was going to use this for bias tape, but yeah, the vault text insignia. So the circles, I will probably use like a plate or maybe even like cookie cutters if I have cookie cutters big enough. Maybe one cookie cutter for like the middle circle, but I also kind of want to do that for my bandana because I'm planning on making a bandana for this outfit. I don't know if I told y'all, but I've been doing a lot of planning. So I do need to make bias tape now. Dang it. But that's all right. That's probably going to be like the little stripes that go on the insignia. Going back to this other room where I came to originally show you, I am making a bandana again because I don't want to like actually put my brain into this. I've been playing Infinity Nikki again because the new banner is really, really pretty. With the whole entire Infinity Nikki thing, I know that new update from like 2 updates ago or whatever was really, really bad. It was such a bad update and like it was criticized heavily, and I understand why. But I think what happened is that they were just changing the lore around it, which is also fine. Like it doesn't feel like an isekai anymore, which yeah, okay, that's a big deal for a lot of people. I did love the idea of it being an isekai, but like also I think the new lore around Nikki is that like obviously if you've played the original lore and now this, it looks like Nikki passed and like it's different timelines and like the timelines change. Not to give out too many spoilers, Alicia and Sith, that's like the main story right now with the new banner. And I think this is along the same lines of different timelines and interacting with different timelines. And I think this game is set out to be a not like Doctor Who, but maybe like Doctor Who. I don't know, but different timelines where like you go back in history or you go forward and all that jazz. I don't really know how to say what I'm trying to say, but I think the lore is going to be a lot more about time skipping, time jumping, all that jazz. I can't speak much more on that. This new storyline is pretty good. It's kind of like sad, but I only paid attention towards the end of it. So I can't really be the one to tell you the whole entire story. It's good though. You should watch Cottagecore Land Girl because she's actually playing it and she has a much better idea what's going on than I do. So she does upload all of her her lives onto YouTube, so you can interact with her there too if you can't catch her lives. Yeah. Anyways, I'm really involved in that. Like I'm trying to involve myself more into Infinity Nikki again because that's really what inspires me right now to keep on sewing. Because one day I want to make those outfits. Some of those outfits are just so gorgeous, but I just lack the skill. And but like because I am being inspired by these, it's helping push me into sewing again and be like, ooh, maybe one day I will be good enough to make something, one of my favorite outfits on Infinity Nikki one day. But anyways, yeah, this is remnants of one of my Hobie yarns, not Hobie, Hirschner's yarns. And I'm planning on just making one because all I have is this much yarn left. I don't have enough for another one. So this is almost done. I just got to cut it off and then do the little end pieces. And then this will be done. Like I said, it's just one of those like mindless ones. I don't have to think of what I'm doing. So that's why I'm doing it. I do have that ghoul one that I need to make a bandana out of it. So I'm going to end up doing that soon. Every now and then. So like the thing with Nikki, like the lore is long enough where like they'll have some talking scenes, and during the talking scenes I'll just crochet. That's one of the ways that I keep crocheting. I've mentioned this to one of my mutuals on TikTok, and I don't know her actual username, but her little I don't know. You can change your username, but you can also change like your short, I don't know. Anyways, the name that you click on when you see her on your For You page, she was talking about trying to finish up this Vine script. She finished it recently and she's like, I'm having a hard time getting through this. I just want to quit because like it's just a few more, but it's so tedious. And my way of getting through that is putting on something that's like really involves my brain, you know? Like I my husband and I play Stardew Valley quite a bit together. He'll be doing chores longer than I do because he goes to the mines and he tries to maximize the day, whereas I'm just like, I have my farm things. I finished farming, I finished doing all my animals. I'm done. So while he's doing all that, I do some crochet because like my brain doesn't want to think about the crochet, but like giving it short bursts, like while my husband's doing his chores, I can get like one motif done, you know what I mean? So, like, for example, this beret, last night while I was playing Infinity Nikki during the longer cutscenes, I was able to knock out two rows. Yeah, two rows because these ones I didn't have to count. That's why these ones are here. These are just straight across single crochets. It was just around. But the next row, I was able to finish this because I like some of the short bursts were like you crochet 19 and then invisible decrease 1. So I would be able to do that in the like just one at a time. And I know it's a slow process, but I'm not trying to like get everything done. I don't have like a timeline or anything. I just want to get it finished. And that's kind of my thing. I don't need to get stuff done, but it'd be nice to get stuff done. So that's what's going on here. I've got a couple more rows to go, but I did finish 3 rows of this. So I do still plan on doing like a blood drip beret eventually. It's gonna take a while because I don't want to put my full brain power into it. All my brain power is going to sewing right now. So yeah, that's what's going on. I need to start the washing machine, and then we're going to finish up that hem. We're going to put in that pocket, and then we're going to hopefully get some work done. I feel kind of crappy that the washing machine is going to take longer than what I've got left, but whatever. We're here. Pockets are cut out. So there's 4 pieces here. Just got to lay it out for the video. And then I did do like a 2-inch hem allowance because I had her remeasure herself, and I remeasured this, and this measures at 24 inches. And I think this isn't too revealing about her size or anything, so I'm going to say she asked for it to be like about 18 inches, a little bit above her knee. And she remeasured her waist to knee being about 20 inches. That being at 24 inches needs like a 4-inch seam or hem. And I don't want to do 4 inches because I think that might be too short. So I'm doing 2 inches just in case because I don't know if I'm misunderstanding how this works or not. She wants it to be high-waisted, which naturally it will be just because that's just the way that this skirt pattern is. And honestly, it's one of those that you kind of hike up. So I think that will be fun. I think the only issue will be the hem because I'm not there in person to measure her. She's all the way in Texas. So I can't like go back to the sewing room and redo it. So with this one, I'm going to do like 22 inches, I want to say, from top of waistband to bottom of the hem. And hopefully that won't go over her knees. I don't think it will, just because like it might be higher than high waist, because most people when they measure waist, they measure at belly button down, and I think that might actually be the right way to do it. I might be wrong. I always, when I put clothes on, I do above belly button. That's just the way I've always worn my clothes. Well, maybe not always. I used to be one of those 90s kids that had like the low waist, what? Hello? The low waist, low rise jeans. I tried to be one of those kids. My mom told me, okay, I have hip dips. It's natural. It's very natural on my type of body shape to have hip dips. Maybe not on my mom's side, but on my dad's side, everybody has hip dips. It's genetic. And when I used to wear these low-rise jeans, my mom used to make fun of me and tell me that that's the reason why I have hip dips. And it's literally not. It's literally because that's just genetics. And honestly, who cares? It's my body. And I personally don't like showing it off just because like I don't like showing how much of a shape I have. I struggle enough with my top area. I don't need to struggle more. And on it, I feel like if I lived in the 20s, I would have loved the boxy fit, but I don't. I do live in the 20s, the 2020s, but yeah, I'm not quite into the boxy fit. I'm kind of like into the hourglass shape, but also not too much. It's more of like the triangle shape that I like. I love the triangle fits, and I think that my silhouette comes out more triangle-y when I do like full skirts or full dresses rather. And for like top bottom, they come out more hourglassy. Not the point of this video. Anyways, yeah, so I'm hoping the 22-inch seam allowance will help. I'm not going to do my little trick of doing like the whatever. So when I do my hems, I normally like I'll go around once for like how big I want the hem to be, like how long I want the hem to be. So okay, I chalked it. So let me show you guys where I chalked it. You can barely see it, but there's a little bit of a chalk mark right here. So normally I would take my sewing machine and I would sew across the bottom, and then I'd fold it over, and then I'd sew again to keep the hem in. But I'm not going to do that this time because I want her to be able to like adjust if I don't do it right. I think hems are easy enough that she should be able to get it and hopefully take it in or take it out, whatever. I really, really hope that she doesn't have to. I wish that I was closer to her, but this is what it is. This is what it's like to be an online artist. So anyways, we got the 4 pocket like cutouts done. So I'm going to sew 2 of these together, and then we're going to sew both of those pieces to each other, and then we're going to sew it onto here after I do the hems, because I think the hems would be a little bit more first. All right, back to it. I can't get over how cute this is turning out. I'm really kind of jealous. Did I show you guys the zipper? Because this is probably the best zipper I've ever done. I did kind of mess up towards the end, but like that looks so neat. Like, okay. So anyways, I got back on here to show you guys. So I don't have these little screws in here. I don't know what happened to them. My husband took it apart to help me. Oh, I didn't know that was there. I should probably get that out of there. My husband took it apart and then never put them back in, which like I'm not mad at him for it because he helped me out a lot by figuring out what was going on down here. But like it keeps on coming apart. I have to take my scissors and like do this little number and tighten the screws all the time, which is really annoying, but like at least it works. This is so janky. One day I'll be able to find like afford a good machine, but this is my starter machine. The day that this craps out is going to be such a sad day. I love this baby so much. I'm going to put a sticker on it real quick. My washing machine's going off right now, so I got to go do that first. But this is the sticker I want to put on there. I think I want to put it like somewhere, maybe like right here. Hold on. Does that look good? I think that looks good. So let me go move the stuff to the dryer room. 어때? 내가 어때? So this looks cute. That's a Hyuna song for those that aren't in the know. It's a K-pop artist. Anyways, she looks cute. I like her here. I'll probably add more stickers. Man, I hope I don't get sticker regret because I probably will. But I've seen so many people put stickers on their sewing machines, and like, I've wanted to be one of those girls. I'm finally one of those girls. So it does like kind of come up back here. So if I do really regret it, I think I can take it off. But this is where she lives now. While we're at it, I added this one. So we have this one, and then we have this one. I'm so happy. These are such cute little stickers. I have more stickers I could probably add, but this is what I'm going to do for now. I think I want to keep it all pastel goth, goro kawaii. So, yay. So cute. Just beat bobbin chicken. That's the end of the bobbin, and here's the pocket. Kind of. I mean, I still have to put it in here, but with the pocket, I beat bobbin chicken. So I'm just going to change this out real quick. But I have this all sewed in together. I honestly feel like I should have used a thinner material, but I don't have like, or just like 2 panels instead of 4, but whatever, it's fine. Like, it will do the job. And if she doesn't like it, she can also cut it out if she'd like. But yeah, all I have to do is this to this, and then it's done. Yippee! Lesson learned. I knew I was doing something wrong with the pocket. I am having to take apart the seams right here and inside here. So that's fine. Like, it's super easy to fix. So I think next time, because I might make pockets on the other skirt. I'm not sure yet. Sorry, the long guys are here. But the next pocket I make is going to be a little bit better than this. This isn't like a hard fix or anything. Like, I know what I'm doing. So what I'm doing now, I'm just taking this apart so I can sew the sides down. And then I have this little gap right here to open it up. So it should be super fine. Yeah. Okay. There's quite a bit of leftover fabric. I don't know if she's expecting fabric to come back. So I'm going to use the leftover fabric. This is not exactly what I want. So sorry. I did mess up. And honestly, I think I'm just going to do 2 panels, and then I'm going to work it in. Yeah, it sucks, but it is what it is. I think that would be best case scenario. Actually, I might just take this apart and then work it in. Am I even doing the right side? I don't know. It's not working the way I want it to. So I just went outside to check on my plants. So I looked up my cotton and like all the black stuff on the leaves. So it turns out to be fungus. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just chop off those leaves, and hopefully that will promote growth and like help it grow faster so it doesn't have to focus on those leaves. And then on top of that, like, just the fungus won't be there. So I'm looking at it and you can see all that. So I'm going to cut from there, and then I have these leaves up here, these upper leaves that need to be cut too, like right here, the small one. So that needs to be cut. Mr. Apollo wants to go outside. There you go, bud. So I'm going to do that real quick, and then I'll get back into the sewing room. I'm really sad on how much I had to cut off because it looks like a lot of fungal growth. So that's a lot. I'm going to put it in a pot that's out there because maybe it will still grow. If not, it is what it is. I mean, I did what I could. At least one is surviving. I'm hoping because it's in the same pot that it doesn't like hurt. I don't know. I feel bad because like it looks like it's about to start doing the flowering stuff. Like those leaves look different than these ones up here. These ones don't have any black fungus on it, so I think it should still be good. This one looks like it still has fungus down here, and that really sucks because this is basically not a plant anymore. And like, see, like right there, there's a little bit of black spots. That sucks. So like I said, I'm going to repot them into another one, and maybe it will be fine, but I just want to cut it off just in case it can still grow, because I live in Florida, so growing season is going to take a little bit longer. Like also, I don't know if you can see down here in the pot right here, there's a little bit of white. I don't know if that's fungus either. I hope not, because I don't want it to spread. That's what I'm most worried about. So like I said, I'm going to put it into a pot that's outside, and hopefully it'll still grow. And if it still grows and can make good plants, fine. If not, also fine. It is what it is. I'm down to 1 plant now. I'm the biggest dummy ever. I forgot that I ran out of bobbin thread, and I just did 1 whole side of this. God. Okay. For real, I gotta change the bobbin thread. Hi. I am watching videos about HHN, and I haven't told you guys about the original houses, which are the houses I care about the most. And so one of the houses we're getting is Doll of the Dead or something. and they're supposed to be Victorian fashion dolls. And oh my god, I need to make a Lolita outfit. I need it. I need to see all the Lolita girlies there. I need the goth Lolitas to show up in numbers because my god, that's going to be the cutest house ever. I'm so excited. Okay, so I wasn't too excited by at first because like whenever I think of like dolls, I think of Chucky. That's just normally where my brain goes when it comes to like Americans making creepy dolls. But Lolita dolls, Victorian dolls, like that's what I want. I I need to make it. So I have all these I have so many outfit ideas for HHN. I think one of the reasons why I get so into sewing around the summertime is because I'm literally making outfits for HHN and then those translate over into the rest of the year because I go to HHN once a week and well, at least once a week. I've been trying to go more than once a week. Last year I did do like 2 or 3 times a week, depending on the week. I just love the atmosphere. I love the food. I love just like the costuming. It's everything that I want to be. It's so inspirational. So I'm gonna look through my fashion pile, my pattern. Yep. And we're going to look at what other things we can make to make like a cute little Lolita outfit. I think I'll end up still doing 1940s, but like 1940s doll. I think 1940s dolls still kind of have a lot of like the Lolita fashion in mind. A little bit less fabric because fabric was a little bit sparse then, but I know I want to make like an apron. That would be really nice. It's going to be so expensive. This is why I work harder during this time of the year. Like I said, I worked overtime a couple days and then I've been extending my shifts, asking to stay longer so I can have money to afford sewing. When I first got into sewing, I was like, okay, this is going to be so much cheaper than buying everything online. And in a sense, it is, in that I don't buy clothes as often as quickly as I used to. But I also had to take some time off of work. I don't work full time, which like I know I'm very privileged to be able to do this, but I don't work full time because I want to be able to focus all my energy on my creative endeavors. And I'm very lucky that my husband is able to support the two of us and the dogs on his paychecks. I feel bad most times because he works so hard and like I feel like I don't do anything for him, but he always ensures me that he's okay with it. So that's why I'm like really hoping that my crochet business takes off so that I can at least do a little bit more to support at least the dogs. My husband, he's so kind. I love him. He's very, very kind. I don't deserve him, honestly. But anyways, sewing is more expensive in the sense that the material costs are very expensive, but I do spend way less money because I'm sewing it myself. And because I'm sewing it myself, it's not coming out as fast. So it really depends on what you think is expensive, what you consider expensive. Fabric is expensive, especially now. And notions, luckily I have a lot of notions in my stockpile because my mom was a setaksu, dry cleaner, that kind of stuff. Like she did alterations, that's what it's called. So she did that for a long time before she met my dad, before she became a dancer, because she said she was a dancer professionally in Korea before my parents met, but she did do alterations. So anyways, yeah, I'm very excited to see that house. I think I do need to make another outfit for that house in particular because I think that's going to end up being my favorite house of all the 5 originals. There's another one, the Demon Bounty Hunter. I thought that was going to be my favorite. The more I hear about the Doll of the Dead or something, the more interested I am in it. I cannot wait. I have to do something like along the Lolita line. I want to make a headdress. That's probably going to be, or a bonnet at least. That's probably going to be the hardest part for me. I just want to look like a doll. That's what I want to do. So that's coming. That's coming. Oh, and while we're here, so the pockets, I had to completely take it apart. I now know that I need to sew in the pocket before I sew in everything else. It's a lesson learned, but it's a good lesson learned. So I'm gonna let my friend know. You guys know her. I keep on saying her name or her business name, Eerie Knots. I'll let her know that the pockets might be not up to par because this technically is the first in-seam pocket I've ever done. I think. No, maybe not. No, it's not. But it's the first time I've made a pocket on in years. because the first time I made a pocket was way back when I first started sewing, and boy, did not look right. So I want to make sure that she's okay and to like be a little bit careful around the pockets. I think the way I'm doing it now is an acceptable way to do it, but it's not the right way. So in the future, when I do make the next skirt, I will, if I make the pocket on it, I will definitely sew the pocket onto, like, so yeah. Okay. If you know sewing, you have to sew the pocket onto the seam and then blah, 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 blah. I don't know how to explain what I'm saying, but sew pockets and then sew pockets. Cottage core land girl, I know you know what I mean. You're probably the only one that understands what I'm trying to say, so thanks for understanding me. I'm having the worst time. This bobbin, I don't know. I guess I didn't wind it properly, but I can't find the end for it. And I mean, at least I have one side done. So, like, I guess it's not the worst thing in the world. Actually, it is kind of the worst thing in the world. I gotta take this. All right, well, I think I'm gonna cut all this bobbin. I have plenty of black thread. I can always buy more because I had to buy stuff from Wawak anyways, and I've heard shipping is like really expensive, so I might as well just restock up on black thread. That sucks. This is so much thread I have to waste, but I can't find the end of it, and I also don't want to bother with it, so goodbye thread bobbin. Okay, the skirt is done, but I can't work on anything right now because it's raining and he is terrified. So, oh, poor baby, he's scared of everything. So I will show you a little quick glimpse. Oh, here it is. Hem is done. We've got a pocket over on this side. Oh, excuse me, pocket right here. Kind of like an invisible pocket, but it's there. Cute. I wish I had done a better job, but I think on the next skirt that I make for her, I will do a better job. But yeah, so she can either wear it this way or this way, whatever. But it's done, and I'm very proud of it. And I learned a lot of lessons with this one. I learned about pockets. I learned that I can do really cute zippers, and I could probably make more skirts. So I'm going to package this one soon. Maybe. I don't know. I need to watch the dog. He's scared. Tika's over there in the bed because she's also a little bit nervous, but she's not as nervous as this little buddy is. So, I'm going to sit here for a while. All right. I don't think I told you guys the packaging I ordered or described what it is, but it's bats with purple on it. Purple bat, or a purple background with bats. But anyways, here it is. I think this really matches my aesthetic, so this is super perfect for me. I also ordered these little guys so I could just tape it on top and write in permanent marker. So I'm going to open one of these and then stick it in there. I think it should be fine. If not, then I can always just reuse that box that Eerie Knots sent me, because I don't think I'm going to be sending that much bulky stuff, but I'm hoping it's enough. So here's what the mailer looks like. Very cute. I'm very excited to use this. Took a pretty long break because little mister down here, wherever he is, there he is. He was freaked out so badly that he just ran. As soon as I got up, he immediately ran over to the bedroom. And then little Miss Lady over here also was like, I can't do this. I gotta go. So we just laid on bed for a while and then, hung out. So right now I am looking at Wawak because I'm at my PC. I had a bowl of mashed potatoes and I was like, oh, while I'm here, I might as well look at Wawak so I can order my stuff. So one of the things I put in my inventory, in my little thing, 45 cents for one 9-inch zipper. Like, I knew that it was cheaper on Wawak, but I didn't realize how much cheaper it was. This is going to be my first time using YKK number 3 nylon coil, and I think it should be pretty on par for what I normally use. There's also YKK number 5 nylon coil, and I think that has to do with the width of the zipper, like, sides. So I think that's, yeah, whatever. If you know about sewing, you know. I don't. So I'm going to buy a 9-inch. Oh, wait. Yeah, I'm gonna buy a 9 inch, and then I need to buy buttons because I don't think I have yellow buttons for my top. I might buy yellow, and I might buy blue, and then I'll probably obviously buy a whole bunch of black because like I think I have enough black, but I don't know how much shipping is, and I'm scared to like just buy one thing and then charge $5 for shipping. You know, at least make it worth it. So I'm also looking at ribbons, and they don't really have the ribbons that I want, so never mind. I'm gonna exit out of that. I'm looking at men's shirt buttons because I don't know the difference between buttons. There's backing buttons, and I don't know what that means either. It looks like the standard for men's shirt buttons are 4 holes, which are my preferred buttonhole thing. So I'll do that. I gotta check on the back of that sewing pattern because I think I know what I want to do. Once I start working on everything, I will show you guys exactly how I want to. So I gotta start on that other skirt for Eerie Knots first, and then I'll show you. I'm not seeing just plain colored buttons though, and that's kind of a shame. Wow. I don't know what I'm gonna do then. Let me look up more buttons. Oh, this one has 4 colors, so maybe that's what I gotta do. This one has 4 colors. That one has 2 buttonholes. I don't know. That one's $10.95. Are you kidding me? Available in 3 colors. Okay. Available in 13. We're going to go and look at the stuff that's available in more than one color and hope that one of these has something that I need, a color that I need. Okay, so there's industrial size or industrial shirt buttons, and it's $7.95. It's 144 buttons in one. I don't think that I need that many blue buttons. I don't know what I'd do with that many buttons. Like that's just so many. So I could definitely purchase the black one. I'm struggling. Let me go check. Oh my god, you can buy 10 plus packages of them. I don't need that many buttons. So as far as buttons go, I don't feel like purchasing more buttons. I really don't need any. I don't have any yellow buttons. I do have these navy blue buttons right here. They're tiny, but I have 4 of them. And the pattern calls for either 2 or 3, so I'm just going to use that. I have plenty of black buttons. Nobody's going to see that side of my top anyways, and if they do, they're too close. That is my saying here. If you can see my mistakes, you're too close, step back. So we're not going to buy buttons this time around. I am buying those zippers. I think I am putting 5 black zippers in my cart, and then just that 1 yellow zipper. I don't know if I want to buy other colors at this moment because, like, maybe white. Maybe I'll do white because I feel like I don't have enough white clothes to warrant that, honestly. I don't have enough white fabric to warrant that. I think I definitely have enough black fabric to warrant that, and I will continue buying black fabric, and I will always use black as a base, I feel like. So, while digging through my buttons, I found my, what is this? My candy thread. So I will probably be making candy for HHN. I kind of want to. I don't know if I have beads anymore. I gotta double check my bead stash. It's in that closet, and I don't feel like digging through it right now. But that, yeah, that. And then, oh, and I have everything pulled out for my future set, I guess, my future Fallout outfit. So we'll talk through that real quick, and then I'll go back to ordering on Wawak. My mic died, and I was talking to the camera for 5 minutes without any sound. So luckily I caught it before it was too late. Anyways, I have this pile right here. And this pile is going to be my potential boleros. So the first one being this one right here, which is intentionally a bolero. So this was the first one that I had in mind when I wanted to make this outfit. I wanted to do this with short sleeves. We can't wear long sleeves in Florida. We only have like 1 day of HHN where it's cold and it's like 75 degrees, which is cold for me. But for normal people, that's like, oh, it's perfect weather, you know? So this is the first plan. I don't know. I think I do actually have a bolero with this pattern in yellow because I did do a Mr. Treats. What's his name? I don't remember his name, but it was one of the HHN houses, and I did do a outfit based on that guy, and I got so embarrassed. So this is one of the first times I did like dress up as a character for HHN. And I brought it. I was doing like a 1940s version of him. God, I wish I remembered the name, but I went up to this character and asked if I could have a video or photo with him. And that year was one of those years where they did do character dining. So I understood the apprehension of it, but like I felt so embarrassed, and like it's not like an actor's fault. The actor is well in his right to say no, I don't want a photo, or just walk away. That's absolutely fine. And I was just like, oh man, I was rejected. Because like back then too, I don't think I realized I was ADHD. I don't even think I knew I was ADHD or had suspicion of it. So like the rejection sensitivity like really threw me off. Because like once I learned about rejection sensitivity, because I have like I'm neurodiverse, I realized that a lot of the things that I felt so embarrassed about were in my own head, and it's not like a big deal. Like, yeah, sometimes it's a big deal, but like it, my brain makes it so much worse because I ruminate on it, and that's not what like I should be feeling. I just feel emotions stronger than most other people, and I've learned how to work around it, especially through therapy, but more so of learning more about being neurodiverse. But anyways, I might have a bolero already in this fabric, but I don't think I would feel like taking it apart to put it back together. I do have some of the yellow cut out back here, so oh, we'll see. But if I'll double check it. I don't think I want to, but yeah. So the goal with this would be to make the bolero in blue. Just in general, with all the boleros I have, or the optional boleros, or whatever I have in mind, it's going to be blue base and then yellow trim. So I have to make bias tape, which is going to take forever. That's why I need to get it started now. But blue base, yellow trim. So the thing with this too, so this, the way that this bolero is cut out, there's not really much room for bias tape. And the last time I tried this pattern, it didn't quite work as well as I wanted, because the lining kind of like, I guess I'm not good at lining yet. I want to become better. I'm not good at it yet, but that's why I'm apprehensive about doing this one, just because I don't want to do all the lining work. And on top of that, like I said, it's Florida. I'm going to be wearing this on opening day, which opening day I think is August 30th. It's sometime in August, the one of the last weeks of August. And that being said, it's still going to be 95 degrees outside. And even though this is a short sleeve bolero, I'm not going to be comfortable in it, you know? So yeah, that's the goal. Blue base, yellow trim, and then on the back, I don't feel like pulling this out. On the back, I'm going to do the Vault Tech insignia. I'm not going to write out Vault Tech itself, just because like that's too much work, and I don't have like a stencil for letters. But the Vault Tech insignia is pretty easy to do. I feel like it's just circle, circle, line, 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 both sides, and then that's it. So I could probably use a plate for that, or a cookie cutter. So this is option one. Oop. Option two. Ooh, thunder. Ooh, not really thunder. It's just my ring light is kind of crappy, but you know, it's doing the job. All right, this is option two. Also, actually swimwear inspired. This is late 1940s, I believe. And I never reached for this. The only reason why I thought about this was because I have fabric sitting over here. I don't know if you can see it. You can't. But down here, there is like 3 plus maybe 5 yards of this heart fabric that I have. It's white with tiny red hearts, and I hate the fabric. Like, I bought it thinking that I wanted to make this outfit out of it, not realizing that the standards up here, 4 to 12, are not standard across the board. So it was a little bit too small for me in the bust area, and the shorts area actually. And I just gave up on it. I don't think I have the whole pattern cut out. So this is an option. I don't think I'm really feeling it, to be honest, though. It's just, I think it's too late 1940s for me. I try to do more late 30s, early 40s. That's kind of my silhouette preference. And although this is beachwear, it just still doesn't feel right to me. So I might actually pull it out for this eventually, but it's not number one on my list. So it's probably not going to be the one I use. These ones are not boleros or swimwear. They are summerwear though. And this one, thinking about this one, because like, so the thing is, I could wear this unbuttoned. Oh, I'd have to get more buttons. Shoot, maybe I actually do have to buy buttons. Okay. Game plan. I don't think I want to make that first bolero. The more I think about it, the less I want to do it, because when I was at work, I was thinking about it. I could make this a multi-purpose top. So this top, right? And then on the back, Vault Tech, right? This one has like a folded over hem. So maybe not these sleeves. I'll probably find another sleeve set for this. This is a very wide bolero. Like this is actually big on me. What's the size? Maybe it's not big on me. Maybe it's my right size. Oh yeah, it is big on me. It's 38 inches. So this is a little bit bigger on me, but it would fit really well. I feel like it would feel good on me, and I wouldn't like feel like I'm sweating to death. Because when it's hot, I don't want clothes that are super tight on me, because when you're sweating, you don't want all that on top of you. You just kind of want to have a nice little breeze, and this would be the perfect little thing for it. So probably this with different sleeves, or this one is in my size. This one with the same sleeves, I guess. I don't know, because this is a very short top, whereas this one's a little bit longer. And that's my thing. Like, I don't know. I think it's going to be between these two. We'll think about it, but I do have to buy buttons. So let me go back to the sewing room. But that's the overall game plan right now. Final verdict, it's this one. We're going to go with this just because like it's shorter and it'll be cooler and it fits a little bit more perfectly. So the thought process with this is like, I think I was trying to say it, but then I got distracted. But I would be able to wear this with the shorts separately without the top. So I think that would be really cool. And then vice versa. I think now that we have this, I don't know if I want to make it yellow bikini top, because I think that's kind of cuter. At this point, I'm not too sure. But for right now, okay. This is going to be really short, so I don't know how much of the Vault Tech insignia I can put on it. Maybe I can put it in the front. I don't know. I don't think so. Probably on the back. This is so hard. Like, I love the designing process. Okay. So on the back, it shows that it's pretty long. So I could just put it right in the middle right there. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. We'll be fine. All right. So like I said, I don't know if I want to buy yellow buttons right now. I want to put it on order just so it comes in earlier. But like, honestly, the button part is my least favorite part anyways. The zipper part, honestly, would be one of the last things I do when I finish up those shorts. And I still have to finish up Eerie Knots' order. So that being said, I will wait. I'm going to ask my husband, because we're not going out tomorrow. We're going out on Wednesday to meet with some of his family, and it's his extended family. And I'm going to dress down a little bit, whatever that means for me, you know. I don't think we're on the same side of the fence, so I'm going to try not to look too goth. I don't know. I'm not trying to hide myself or anything. It's just that since I'm going out to eat, I just don't want my mother-in-law, who is having to stick around with them, have to hear them complain about me. I feel for my mother-in-law. That's really the end of the day. I don't care what other people think about me, but I do care if my mother-in-law talks shit about, or like, not her, but like she's being talked shit about because of me being married into their family. Like, I'm a stain on their family. Like, I know this is me projecting, and this is me, like, my anxiety getting to me. I need to stop thinking this way, because who cares what they think, you know? Anyways, gotta go look at the buttons, see if they have yellow buttons. Because like I said, the base of the top now is going to be blue, yellow buttons, yellow trim, yellow trim, yellow trim. I have a lot of bias tape to make, so maybe that's what I'll do. Instead of like, actually, yeah, I think what I want to do, I will do a yellow bikini top, whatever, and then blue bias tape, or maybe you just keep it yellow. I think I might just keep the whole entire thing yellow, so it's more usable and I can wear it in other things. Not that I wear yellow, but if I have anybody else that does wear yellow in my close vicinity, then they have a use out of it, because I don't know how many times I'm going to wear it. I know for sure I want to wear it for MegaCon. I'm for sure wearing it for HHN. We're going on a cruise this year for our anniversary, so I'll probably wear it there. I'll get at least 3 uses out of it, and then maybe if I'm tired of it, then I'll sell it off. But like, I don't have to wear it with this outfit. That was the goal of this. So I'll make the bikini top yellow, and then the buttons, since I'm having to go out and buy buttons anyways, I might as well just purchase enough for this, because I'm going to do yellow for this too. and then yellow for the whatever. That's what I'm going to do. All right, decisions made. This is what we're doing. What's going on is I'm going to buy a 25.5mm button set. It's going to be a lot coming in on that, 144, I believe. And then I'm going to buy a set of 144 10 millimeter buttons. So the plan is they are clear. I am going to use acrylic paint on them to paint over them. I don't have any other choice at this point. I really like, I searched Michael's website even, and their buttons aren't really what I need either. And they're really expensive for what they are. So I'm at this point where I'll just paint it. I don't mind painting. It will be a fun little activity and it will give me a lot more content, I believe. So this is going to be a really big project. This is going to be at least a 3-part project with like a video drop on my shorts. I do plan on every now and then uploading what I'm working on TikTok. So if you want to follow me there, that's where I'm going to be a little bit more involved. That's where I spend most of my time anyway. So I'm more personable there. I feel like I'm pretty personable here too, but this is a really long video and there's probably like 2 people that make it this far because I'm a yapper. So I plan on painting it. That's the plan now. I'm just going to go ahead and order this. This is $26.81. What I'm getting is, like I said, the 10 millimeter buttons, 144 of them. I always need 25.5 millimeter or 1-inch buttons. So having 144 of them is going to be perfect because that's the size I use when I do like the tops. That's mostly the size I use to do the top buttons. And I don't know, I just really like big buttons. I have been looking at these buttons too, like the fancy schmancy ones, and I am not quite ready for that kind of commitment yet. But one day, if I ever become a better designer, that might be something I'll look into. Otherwise, we'll just stick with these regular flat buttons. I'm also adding 5 9-inch nylon coil black buttons because I know I'll go through those. I know that's kind of the size button or zipper that I want at this point. That's kind of the one I normally work with. And then I'm buying 1 yellow one because the yellow one is what I need for this project. So I think the yellow might not match, but it should be a little far enough away from the top. Ooh, maybe not. Whatever, it's fine. It is what it is. I'm doing what I can with being somebody who can't order directly, like go into the store and order and like feel and see and color match. I'm doing what I can. So we're at that point. We're going to start working on Eerie Knots' stuff right now. I need to get this order in though. Bruh, I don't have any more of this fabric and I think I know I cut too close to the edge for this one. Oh my god. So maybe what I can do is make like a little belt for her and then have little dangles. I think that might be a good idea. And then that's so embarrassing, dude. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay. Maybe the dangles will cover it. That's so stinking embarrassing. What do I do? I mean, I know what I'm doing, but like, I didn't think it was going to be that bad. But that's so close. Like, the rest of it isn't. So why is this part? What surprise. Oh. All right, so I've decided I'm done sewing for tonight. I want to continue sewing, and I think what's going to happen, whenever my husband calls, I'll probably finish the gathering, because that's where I'm at right now. Actually, I could just show you guys. I'm in the kitchen because I'm hungry. One of the dogs was whining to go outside. I don't think Apollo did. But anyways, I'm at this portion where I just started the gathering. Sorry, I'm blinding you, but here, I put the stitch in the little thing in. So I like literally went like 3 stitches in, and then I was like, dogs need to go out. So, all right, we got a lot done today. We got that, what did we finished up, hello. We finished up that one skirt, the original skirt that I was commissioned to do. And now we're working on the second skirt, and we've got it cut out. We've got it like mostly sewn together. All we have is the gathering and the hem, and then the tape. Oh, I got a lot to do. Okay, I gotta stop laying it down. I mean, it's not a lot, but it is a lot. Brain thinks otherwise, but I think tomorrow I could probably finish more than half of it. I'll probably just get down to like the hem part or the zipper part, depending on which one I want to finish first. but that's probably going to be the last step I need to do before my husband wakes up, because I have a feeling I'm going to wake up way earlier than him, and we're going to want to hang out in the computer room. So I want to get a lot of that knocked out. Gathering, like I said, I'll probably get that, like just the basics part of the gathering done while on the phone with my husband while he's coming home from work. And then, yeah, I am going to go to the other room. I'm going to make some star dangles, and then I might make a bandana. Ooh, I might give her one of the like really fancy bandanas. Ooh, I'm thinking about it because I don't know if I want to sell it. I don't have enough yarn to make another one, but I don't think I want to sell it because, like, I feel like I'm going to charge a lot for it. I don't think the colors match. Never mind. I'm not going to do it. So I'm going to maybe one of the other bandanas that I have in my inventory, I'll give to her. I haven't put up. Ooh, I had the Witch's Brew bandana. Maybe I can. No, that doesn't match either. All right, I'm just going to do star dangles. That's what I'm going to do. If she decides to do a bandana around her waist, that's fine too. It's up to her. I want to make it cute. So, all right. I'm sorry that this isn't coming out the way that I planned on it. I cut too close to the edge of the fabric. I didn't think it was going to be that close. I didn't think that you would be able to see any of the white part. So shame on me. All right. Time to eat. Hello. It's afternoon sometime. I don't know what time, but it's definitely afternoon. And I finished the skirt. I did not finish the gathering last night like I said I was going to, but honestly, it doesn't matter because I didn't come on here until I finished the skirt. So this is going to be a little bit longer on her. This is going to probably go down to her knees. So the thing is, I think I have the same hip or waist to knee measurement as her. And so when I put it up against my body, it feels like it goes all the way down. So, yeah, this one I only did like the 5/8 inch of a seam or hem for the bottom, because this one's my own like special touch, I guess. It's not really a special touch. It's just that I don't feel like going farther than that. It's just a lot of work to do like big seams or big hems. It's not a lot of work. I don't like the way it looks. I like the way that looks when it's like a tiny hem right there. So anyways, done. We can still see over here. I put the zipper on this side, and this is even better of a zipper than the last one. So there you go. We got this is my special touch of adding like a purple thread. You can't see it in this camera, but whatever. It's fine. But zipper all zipped. She's ready to go. I do have another thing I want to work on for her outfit because, well, this isn't an outfit. This is just the skirt. I am really ashamed of this part. And like, honestly, if she wears it this way, she probably won't have anybody notice right here. And like I said, if you're too close, or if you can notice it, you're too close. I don't know what kind of, like, if she wears handbags or whatever, it's fine. So I was working on something, and I'll go over to the other room and show you as soon as I fold this and then stop fidgeting with it because I'm happy with it. Let's go over into the other room. I am currently in the process of making stars. So I have 3 right now. I was playing Infinity Nikki last night and trying to catch up on the storyline or the new lore, whatever. I don't know what's going on with it. They stopped doing the voice acting, so I just can't hear anything. Or like I tried reading it and I have it on auto so I can like do stuff while it's talking, because like I can't sit there and just click, click, click. It's just too tedious for me. So I kind of let it autoplay, and then like for this, sometimes when it's auto playing, you'll have like, oh, like they'll say ahem, you know, and then they'll leave that audio or that whatever, that little thing blurb there for like a solid 20 seconds. But when they have a lot of text, they'll leave it up for like 5 seconds so you don't have enough time to read. And I'm like trying to read and crochet at the same time, and it's just too much work. So I don't know what's going on. I watched some of Cottage Core Land Girl's video last night before going to bed, and I think I fell asleep before she got to the part that I'm at. So whatever. We'll get the storyline eventually. But yeah, that's what's going on right now. I'm making stars, and what I'm also going to do is make a moon, not in this color, but in the same colorway as that. And then I'm going to attach like a little thing like I normally do when I do like pins, hairpins. Oh, actually, I could make a little hairpin for her, but it's the same concept where I just attach a little thing here. And then I'm going to use this yarn to go around the star, and then make like a kind of dangle belt thing so that it can kind of like hang where that little piece is. So like it can hang right here. So it covers up that white piece. That's kind of the goal. Okay. So that's what we're doing right now. Last night I did finish this bandana. Very cute. It's going in the pile of to sell later. And that's basically all I got done. I got like one more row done on here. So, all right, we're going to finish this off, then make that moon, and then I'll show you guys the dangle once I get around to it. Good morning. It's actually morning. So this is the outfit for going out to meet my extended family. Sewed this. This is from, oh, I can't remember their name, but I buy from them every time I see them as a vendor. I think this one glows in the dark too. Their art style is very inspired by their dog. This isn't. This is just a ghost, but I got it in a deal at MegaCon. Holly Scribs, that's their name. Love their art. It's so cute. They have an Ita bag too, and I want it so badly, but I can't afford another Ita bag right now. So I made this. I didn't make this. I bought this at a Chinese buffet, but this is my cinnamon roll. It kind of makes sounds, so kind of like it. Got this one over at Goblin Market for $5. Love it. I kind of want to get into button making, not gonna lie. I may or may not. We'll see. It's another expense. But yeah, this is the outfit. I do plan on putting out a hairbrush video and then maybe a get ready with me. I did film for like a whole makeup get ready with me thing, but like honestly, I've been so tired of doing makeup ones, and plus on top of that, I haven't bought new makeup or like eyeshadow palettes in months, years even. Maybe it's been like about a year since I've last bought a new eyeshadow palette, and like I don't know. I feel like makeup is one of those, there's a lot of overconsumption that comes with makeup, and I'm trying to like get as far away from it as possible, try to consume less. And with makeup content, most of them are like trying to have as much new stuff as possible, and I love all the makeup girlies. I love seeing all the creative looks, but I cannot afford that lifestyle, and on top of that, I don't want to promote overconsumption through makeup, because like I'm not gonna lie, the highlighter or the bronzer I used today, it's over 5 years old. It's probably over 8 years old at this point. I don't know how old it is. I've had it since at least 2019. So if that tells you anything, it used to be in my mom's store when she used to have like a little hair business, because they also sold like makeup beauty products as well, and I don't know how long that stayed on the shelves either. So anyways, I'm gonna go with my in-laws to Animal Kingdom. I hope that this isn't too offensive of a look. I kind of wanted to do a little bit darker. I didn't want to do pastel goth this week. I just kind of wanted to do something that's a little bit more comfy. So, all right. I gotta wait for my husband to wake up, and then we'll be out of here. And then, yeah. Good morning. Wow, I'm a terrible vlogger. So I have the box all packaged for Eerie Knots. I have everything done. I have all the extra pieces. I don't know if I told you guys what I was doing, and I packaged it before I could show you guys what I did, because I want to get this sent out tomorrow. I need to message Eerie Knots and let her know that this is going out tomorrow. I'm not going to show you the other side because that's where the addresses are, but that's the bottom of the box. I ripped off all the tape from the top of the box, and then I ended up just covering it because I don't know. The tracking number is here. I don't have an extra box. So I'm just reusing Eerie Knots' box and sending this back in the same box. But I do have inside this bag, or inside this box, is a bag of all the goodies that I sent her. So since I'm a terrible vlogger, I'm going to show you kind of what the game plan was. So I've been making a bunch of stars, and the goal with the stars, which it will be on my shorts, I think it's going to be on shorts here, but it's going to be on my business account on Instagram and TikTok, of me sending out this package. But these two colors, of course, and then I have these swivel keychain things. and I've been attaching them. Oh, I haven't done it yet. I've done it once, and then I packaged it and didn't show you guys because I'm a big old silly dum-dum. But it's going to hang from here, and that's the goal for making free stuff for HHN. I put one in her package because it's Halloween time. It's past July 4th, so I gotta let her know it's spooky season. She already knows it is, but just a reminder. I have more stars right here. So I think I kind of told you guys I'm going to try to finish this not tonight, but maybe tomorrow and show you guys what I actually did before I stuck it in the package. And like, I'm going to make a short out of this in general of how I made this, but, or not how I made this, but like what I'm making. So it's going to be like a cinch belt kind of. So this is going a little crescent, right? And then on the back, I kind of, did I tell you guys what I did? Maybe I did. I don't know. On the back, you kind of like do where you crochet, surface crochet kind of, and then kind of make like a little thing that you can put a pin in or the belt. God, I wish I didn't package it. I ain't going through all that again. But I will try to finish this tomorrow. I think what I'm going to end up doing, I'm going to finish editing. Well, I'll bring this to the post office tomorrow first. And then we'll send you off. And if I don't finish this by tomorrow, because what time is it? Let me see. I don't know. But it is only 1 in the morning. Okay, actually I have time. So I'm going to try to finish it real quick so I can show you guys what I made for this. And then I might try to do one star motif thing real quick so I can show you the little keychain. But I have her skirt in here. I have the skirt that I made as an extra goodie in here. I wrote a little note. I hope that it's received well because I'm terrible at note writing. I used to be really good at it. I should have found like lined paper and like did my fancy little folded note thing like I did when I was in high school and middle school, but I didn't even think about that. I don't even have lined paper at home, so yeah. I'm a big old silly dum-dum. I make mistakes, but we're gonna go to the post office tomorrow. Hopefully we'll finish this tonight and then I'll be able to send you off before I go to the post office or before I edit. I don't know. But this is done. Okay, we're caught up now. Well, yeah, we're caught up. So I don't remember exactly how I made it for Eerie Knots, but I kind of tried to remember what I did. Okay, hopefully you guys can hear me. So for the belt part, we got this part. This is super easy. You can just use this by itself. But I wanted to make like a little dangle thing. So the point of it was to cover up that skirt. And I can't even show you guys because I put it in the package already. So I made a little slit right here, kind of. I surface crocheted onto it. And then that way you can move this string into here. And kind of like a bolo tie. You can do it like that, but this is really long, so it's more of like a waist thing. So you do this, kind of like a cinch bag. You cinch yourself in, and then you have the little dangles here. This is longer than hers, I think, but yeah, you got little dangles, little moon, little dangles. Like honestly, I could probably just tie it a little bit. Voila, and it makes this. It's kind of cute. I can hang things from. This guy. I love it. I'm going to pass these around for HHN. Ooh, you guys can't even see my face, but I'm thinking of like having them hang from here. I think that would be super cute to carry around. I was at Michael's earlier and I was about to buy blue bamboo yarn, but I don't have yellow of the baby velvet. And I wasn't willing to purchase any because I'm like, trying to not spend any more money than I have to because this project has already taken so long. I almost bought beads, but then I decided against it because I'm like, I don't feel like doing that. I don't have anything else for that. What did I buy while I was at? Oh, I bought paint. Hold on, let me just show you. We're gonna use my regular lighting for now because I just don't feel like moving things around in my office, I guess. So for things that we bought, I bought some yellow yarn because the blue yarn I have over here, let me grab it. These two colors pretty much match the fabrics I have. Let me go grab the fabric. They've almost a perfect match. So the point with this is that I'm going to make a bandana. This is going to be like the little lace. It's not going to be lace. It's just going to be like shell stitch or maybe a picot stitch edging. And I think I might do like a little insignia using the yellow. I'm not sure at this point, but for sure we're doing a blue base bandana, and then we're doing a yellow wrap thing, and then the either picot or shell stitch for this outfit. So this is all coming together. I also bought some. I'm just making a mess. I bought some, not Altoids. My husband finished up his Altoids, and I've been asking him to save them for me. I don't have any plans for them yet. I think it'd be really cute to like kind of paint them and do something with them, but I don't know yet. I just got to figure something to do. I bought yellow thread because honestly, I don't think I have yellow thread. I'm looking over there and I see that I have blue thread, and I'm pretty sure that blue thread is a very similar color to that. Let me go grab that too. Okay, so poo on me. I did already have yellow thread, so I just have extra yellow thread, I guess. I don't want to return it. So this is the old one. This is the new one. This matches better than this, I think. In this lighting, it does. It really doesn't matter. They're both yellow, but I have this blue that kind of matches this. This one's a little bit more green, but that, like, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. I have all the colors I need when it comes to fabrics and the yarns and the threads. That's pretty great. Still waiting on the buttons to come in because I did buy some paint. This is the paint that we're going to use. I also bought paintbrushes because one of my mutuals, Jo, I don't know her actual username, but she does like a lot of goth makeup using Ben Nye Clown White as her like base for her eye shadow. Looks really good. She uses paintbrushes as like a way to do like really like nice angled looks. I don't plan on using many of these for my makeup looks, but I think it's a wise idea to have them for makeup looks in the future because I am somebody who's interested in makeup. And it wouldn't be too bad to have these for like lipstick brushes so that I can mix lipsticks better or lip oils or something like that. Anyways, I bought this variety pack because they had like little glitter in it and I thought it was really pretty. And like I said, I could use some of these for makeup. Like there's angled brushes in here that I could use for makeup. That would be super neat. There's pointed brushes I probably won't use for makeup. But there's little tiny angled brushes I could use for underneath my eyes. So that would be really great, especially as somebody who struggles to wash her brushes quite often. I need more of a packing brushes, but that's something for the future. I really don't need more. I kind of have like the 3 that I use, and like each of them have like their base. So like there's the blue base, and then there's black, and then there's the pink base, and that's kind of where they land. So weird thing to talk about, sorry, but this is for the Fallout stuff, so I'm going to toss that over there real quick. Not on the Fallout list is this. I've told myself that once it goes on sale that I would purchase it. It was 30% off. This ribbon, I don't remember what it's called. It's Blush Romance. I think it was like part of like the Gothic Spring line, kind of, but not really. It was like the late Gothic Spring line, and it not the Gothic Bordeaux. I think it was the one that coincided with it, but not many people were looking at it because this is more like, I guess, cottagecore or something. But yeah, I purchased this one because I do have plans to make lace, like not lace, but like chokers or something. This is really cute. I have a different one in black, I believe. I think I have one in white as well. And I love the color and I love the way that it looks. So this is eventually becoming something I'll probably like sew down like bias tape or something and then do some string or something, like hang stuff. It'd be cute, but it's something for the future. It's a future crafting project because I want to really get into ribbon works. There are a lot of Halloween ribbons out right now that I really, really want. There's like a pink one with bats all over, and then there's one that's like pink with like more, not, I don't really know how to explain it, but like it's kind of that French style of art, not Art Nouveau, but like I don't know how to explain it. But anyways, they have that like maybe Haunted Mansion-esque, that kind of style, and I want that one, but it's not on sale yet, so I'm gonna wait for that to go on sale or go on super sale because I have a feeling that not many people are gonna buy ribbons this year. So yeah. All right, so I'm gonna go to bed It's only like 2 something, maybe 3, but I've been up since 8:15. I don't even think I took a nap today, so I did drink coffee. Maybe that's why I'm still awake. All right, it's bedtime. Hi, good morning. I'm going back into my house really quick because I forgot my headphones. But I'm on the way to deliver a package or drop off a package at the mailbox, post office. I can't drive without my headphones, so it's a problem, I know. I'm sorry, babies. I didn't mean to come back in here and startle you, but I need to go right now, because if I don't go, then I'm going to miss the window. It is like 1:38 or something like that, and the post office closes at 4, and the drive out there really stresses me out. So we're going out there right now, putting my headphones in so I can make a pleasant drive, because in general, I hate driving. And yeah, okay, we're going there right now. I'm at a different post office this time. Surprisingly, I have a lot of post offices near me, so I'm kind of looking around because there's just a lot of people and it's kind of busy. So I don't want people to think that I'm talking to a camera, because I am. And anyways, I'm probably show you guys the box, but that was a whole 10 hours ago at the very least, 12 hours ago probably. But here's the box. It's gonna go to my friend Eerie Knots. It's on its way, and yeah, I'll see you guys when I deliver it, after it's delivered. It's on its way. It should be there Monday the 21st. I am so grateful I went back inside to grab my earplugs, because, I mean, the line wasn't as excruciating long as it was over at the other post office, which is wonderful. I think this is a smaller post office, so the fact that I didn't have to go through crazy traffic things, like old traffic, because like, okay, so getting to the other post office, you have to go through old industrial roads, because the city that I live in is an old like orange grove area, and Tropicana used to have their own little factory somewhere near here, I think. But it used to be a lot of orange groves. That traffic, like, I hate driving through there, but this was super easy, and it's much closer to my house. And I don't know, it was much quicker. So this is my new post office of choice. So my husband just texted me about the new Scare Zone announcement, and that's number 3 out of the 5 or 4, depending. We'll see. But as far as I know, it's number 3. So I'm gonna go home, look at that, and yeah, the 21st is when you're getting it, Eerie Knots. I doubt you're watching this, but you're getting it. I gotta go home and finish editing this video. And we're at the part that I sum up everything that we did this week. So I have my pile over here, my generous little pile of stuff that I've finished this week. Before I start that, I just want to say how proud I am of myself for making it and like getting a lot of stuff done, and like being able to do a commissioned sewing piece, because I didn't think that I'd ever get to this point. I mean, I've always wanted to get to this point, but I never thought I'd get to this point. Let's go through my pile, and then I'll start talking about like the other pieces I've done. I'm going to move you guys over to this side because I don't like being angled on this side. Yeah, I like this side better. I don't want you guys to see my husband's desk. It might be his private stuff. Like he never has anything out. So let me pin you guys down, and then I'm going to pull over my stack of stuff. All right. So it doesn't seem like I made much this week, but I did get a lot of sewing done. I finished 2 sewing projects, and one of those sewing projects finished up way faster than I ever thought it would, because I didn't film the process of it, which is really nice every now and then. I think that's one of the reasons why I got really into beret making recently, was because I didn't want to film the process, and I just wanted to get it. I wanted to make stuff and get it out there in the world. Okay, actually, let's start off with that. My Etsy shop, it is live. I have not my entire, but the majority of my berets are online to be sold. I have them on Ko-fi for a cheaper price, but I also have them on Etsy for publicity's sake, I guess. I suppose I will eventually get around to filming a little video and doing ads. I just really hate the idea of making ads. It's soul sucking. It's life draining. It's literally a vampire corporation thing. I love vampires, but that kind of vampire is not my deal. I'm gonna put some gum in because I want to chew on something. But anyways, summing it up, all my berets that I'm willing to sell right now are on my Etsy and my Ko-fi. Please check it out. At least let me know that you're looking at it, I guess. I don't know. I always fear putting stuff out, like my art online, just in general. I've been in music the majority of my life, and music is one of those things that are also like heavily judged if you don't do it perfectly. I came from a family of perfectionists, especially on my mom's side, and it's really hard for me to feel confident enough to put stuff out there. I am so proud of myself that this is the most confident I've ever felt putting product out, and that I don't feel at this moment that I need to pull them off of Etsy. The first drop I ever did on Etsy, I didn't feel confident at all. I was just putting stuff up to put for the sake of it. But this time I actually had a game plan to do it, and it's there. Everything is posted. It's I feel pretty well organized. They all have like little descriptions. They have their materials, and they have everything that I'm trying to do. And now I have a game plan for going to the post office, and I have a new post office to go to that's so much closer. It's not new. Let me get this straight. It's not new. It's been there for a while. Just the last time I went to the post office, I got mail sent to a specific post office that was really difficult for me to go to. Where I live is right between two cities, and like the post offices are equidistant from each other for the most part. And because the main city that I live in has the hard to get to post office, that's where it directed me. But now I will be going to the smaller city. The main city I live in is the bigger city that most people live in. The smaller city is a small city. So anyways, I will probably be posting more berets in the future, but this is my big drop for fall, I suppose, for Halloween. I probably will get back around to it in December. I'm not trying to rush myself. I'm just letting it myself go with the flow. And now that I have all this done, I know where I'm going to put my PO box for whenever I do make my first order. I have my packaging for when I do get my first order in. And I have little labels that I can send stuff out with because I made my first shipping today. Also, I have just a much better idea of how to sell stuff. I'm a lot more confident this time around, and I'm very excited to start getting myself into the local market scene or circuit, whatever, because I know one of the things that they ask for is like a table, like showing what your table would look like. I am slowly, gradually, that's the same word, building up my table and the way I want my table to look. And now that I have an online presence, they can kind of take a glimpse at what it's going on there, all that. So yeah, that's number one. Big deal, actually. So I'm not downplaying it at all. It's a huge deal that I finally got this ready and out to go. Second deal was getting that package out. I am so super excited. I already summed it up, but like, I'm very grateful that Eerie Knots felt confident enough in my sewing, more confident in my sewing than I am in myself. But we are our own worst critics. At the end of the day, you are always going to be your worst critic. But I am so very happy that she asked me to make this project for her. She did just go and cancel a trip to Roswell, so I don't know if there was a time limit, and if there was, I'm so sorry, Eerie Knots. I didn't make it in time. You already know the deal. You saw that I was going through AC issues, and then you had some issues on your side. So like, I'm sure like it was meant to be waited on. So I really appreciate your patience with this. And I really appreciate the opportunity to do this because now I know how to make skirts for other people. I have a lot more ideas. I don't think I'm going to do pockets. Maybe, I don't know. The pocket wasn't such a big issue. Now that I know how to do pockets properly. I didn't do it properly on hers. And for the second skirt, I just didn't end up doing the pocket in general just because like I really just didn't want to. I'm sorry. I just didn't want to go through all that process to just, I don't know. I wanted to get it out quickly because I felt bad enough that I had to wait 2 extra days to start on it. Probably more than that, honestly, because of like issues with rain and like not rain, but like just storm issues as well. It got delayed pretty much. So that being said, I feel really bad that it took so long, but thank you for allowing me this opportunity. Throughout the video, you saw what they look like, so I'm not gonna try to show you because it's not here. All right, so that was number 2, and number 3 is all the stuff that I've been working on behind the scenes, basically. I did finish one of the berets, so now I have 2 berets. I just need to bring them over to the other room. Oh, I didn't sew this one in, so I gotta sew this one in. So this will go in my pile over here. And we also got 2 bandanas. The bandanas, I feel like, will go on my shop eventually. They're not a priority to me. They're kind of one of those, like, I'm glad that I've made them. I'm just going to put them, like, priority is to be sold at markets whenever I make it into the circuit. But for now, I'm just making them to keep my hands busy while I'm playing Infinity Nikki, because I currently also am really into my sewing mode, so I don't want to work on something that takes up a lot of brain space. The stars I've been working on, because you've already seen the stars, I haven't sewn most of these in. I've only sewn one of these in, and I think that's going to be my personal one. I have 3 not sewn in. I have 1 I think I want to put on one of my bags. Aren't they so cute? Like, I'm so grateful. I have a bunch of these little keychains. I find them at work all the time, and I just kind of like pocket them because I've been given the chance to take them home. I've asked for permission because that's the right thing to do. And they end up in this jar right here. And I have plenty of these. I want to get them paint stripped one day so I can work with different colors. But for now, we're just doing a whole bunch of orange because Halloween. These are going to be little prizes for people who find me out in the wild, and people who compliment my outfits, and people who are dressed up for HHN. That is the goal. So 3 of these got to get sewn in. I have 1 for myself, as I've said. And then I have 2 more in the stockpile. This is the end of my True Boo yarn. I have a tiny little ball left. So my replacement for that is this Loops and Threads one. It is not the same color orange. They are slightly different. I do prefer the True Boo orange over the Loops and Threads orange. I do like Loops and Threads bamboo yarn. Don't get me wrong. It's just that some colors are better in different brands than others. This one's more like the fall orange, whereas this orange is certainly a Halloween orange. So that's why I prefer it. But I don't want to waste, I don't want to waste carbon on getting more of the True Boo sent in. And on top of that, I was already at Michael's, so I ended up buying some more of that yarn. I have like 2 skeins of it left, so whatever. I didn't realize that I had some. I had thought I ran out of it. My bad. We also have this little dangle thing. I might do a try on later today. I don't know. I'm not really feeling like getting dressed today. I kind of want to just finish up some stars. I was going to start on the Fallout thing, but I want to get this vlog out to y'all. And then maybe, since I have the day off tomorrow, I'll probably just take all day tomorrow to start doing my Fallout. But I might, hard maybe, I'll get dressed today. If not today, tomorrow, and then show this off and show how to wear it so that when Eerie Knots does receive hers. Oh, I did send one of these to her too, which you guys already know. But like, if you guys skipped all the way to the end, these 2 items are things that I've sent her way. But I just want to be able to show her, or like make an example of how to wear something like this, because it's not really obvious, I don't feel like. I think you could make this into a bolero or a bolo tie. I don't know why I've always gotten bolero and bolo tie mixed up, but you could try to make this into a bolo tie, I think. Either way, I'm very grateful that I've finished this. So, yep, we got a lot done this week. Even though they were tiny projects, they were a lot of tiny projects, a lot of easier projects. So it's good for my brain. It helps me keep energized in fashion. So I am going to finally sign off and stop blabbing, because right at this point we're still under 2 hours, and I want to keep it that way. All right, bye-bye.